Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, a senior market strategist at RJO Futures, and it's Friday morning here, March 5th, and we're talking about the grain markets here in the next couple of minutes. Okay, they're planting corn in Texas, so our planting season begins here. I do have some producers, some bigger producers in Louisiana, and they plant a lot of corn, but it's too wet in the parishes of Louisiana, so they're waiting for it to dry out there, but certainly if it was drier, they'd be planting in Louisiana as well. So. Corn in China is still $11, above $11, so good rumor mill here. China interest in U.S. corn continues and probably going to continue here. First chart of corn that I have in front of you, you can see as we rally, it's rallying into good resistance, so it's going to take buying and lots of it to bring these corn prices back to the highs that we've seen here. On March 15th, you're going to get expanded position limits for the managed fund, so this is going to be more ammo for them to buy more corn, buy more soybeans, and look for that to happen. So this corn chart, again, it looks into good resistance. We're into the week, both soybeans and corn, the row crops are up double digits here, so we'll see where we close for the day and the week here. Next chart is soybeans. You kind of see now, we took out yesterday's lows in soybeans, and if we were to take out yesterday's highs, my work would state higher soybean prices in the next 2 to 3 business days. Well, we'll kind of see. It's a crop report next week. Maybe we chop around here, and again, the soybean crush in our country is record large, so the demand for soybean just stout here in USA and around the world here. It's protein, and that's what the consumer of the world wants. So next chart is soybean again. Look, we see if we get a reversal up here. That'd be positive here in the short term now. So this is a La Nina year, and then statistics do show that there's a 70% chance of below trend line yield for corn, for example. So we don't have any room for any weather snafu this year. So we'll kind of see how it looks like we're going to get an early start to planting here, and we just need normal rainfall throughout the growing season. And certainly the odds of that happening are dubious here in a normal year, and this is a La Nina year. So just repeating again, in La Nina years, there's a 70% chance of below trend line yield for corn. So we'll keep talking about all that. Weather in South America continues to be challenging here. It's dry in Argentina, Pampas, and we'll just have to see this crop report next week. It's not as big as the March 30th crop report, and we'll talk about that here moving into that at the end of the month. A couple of 3 things here, I think. Certainly the pace of export sales, and they were okay this week, but not record large. Number 2 is Argentina. Their weather pattern continues to be very dry in Argentina. And then number 3, for Brazil soybean harvest, how they're moving along on that. So I think there's enough uncertainties here for the managed funds to continue their long positions here. Breaks are going to be well supported, so if you want to get involved in these markets, buy them at lower prices. And certainly this planting season now, everything's fighting for acres, so I don't think it's over. Look for higher prices here as we move into the spring planting season. And for the month of February, sugar and vegetable oil were both up 6%, leading the charge here in commodities. The butter market, which we don't trade that much, it's not that much volume in butter each day, but another big move higher in the month of February. So these food commodity markets, these grain markets, continue to trend higher. Let's all have an excellent weekend.